Jeep Ram. It's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pod on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. Follow us on YouTube at Billified. Laura's in here tonight. How are you? Bringing all kinds of baked goods. Matt's back from Mexico. Kevin's in. And Mark Hillman celebrating a new position.
Yes.
Right?
Reverse cowgirl? Yeah.
The reverse cowgirl. Speaking of that.
How was your weekend?
we did get gifts. We got gifts in the mail.
Oh, here we go.
What? We got gifts in the mail.
Okay.
And you may open up the gifts because they came. I was asked to wait until you were here and have them open while you were here. I just figured it would be easier to just open them.
Is it the same guy?
Same person, yes.
All right.
So you got snowballs.
Snowballs.
Oh, those are the freaking best.
You know why you got snowballs?
Those are awesome. I love those.
I know.
Yeah.
Penis gummies.
Penis gummies.
Right.
There you go. Look at this.
All right.
Right
and then
away.
we have booby bites.
Booby bites.
All right.
And then there's an envelope here.
Those snowballs are. I had those at Christmas. They are good.
Oh, they're probably. I don't know what to say to that. I have no idea what to say to that. The snowballs. What are those?
What the fuck?
What is it? They're air fresheners, right?
Yeah, but
Let me see.
is that Laura?
Oh, it's dick pics.
Let's see.
It's Laura. Laura likes dick pics, so it's cartoon.
Man, this guy really listens.
Yes. They had all these things made.
Oh my god, that is me. Oh,
It's an air freshener. It's an air freshener.
who is this person?
I don't know. They call themselves Stalker. It's
These
Mark
are like-
peeking in a window
That's what it is.
of a big woman.
Oh my god.
That's great.
Mark's
These
the
are
watcher.
off my Instagram
Are they?
or Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, see, and it says from Stalker, and they give the West Ridge Road.
Yeah,
31.
it's the post office.
Is that
no?
what-
It's the fire. I looked it up. It's like the firemen's.
It's the firemen's.
Firemen's, yeah.
Well, there you go. All
Great,
right.
thank you.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
I appreciate it.
Very nice. That's how. Those are. Yeah, I will just say this: you make an impact. When a listener's sending you things and creating things, you've made an impact. That's impressive. You've cut through.
I think we know who this person is.
You do?
I think we do.
Oh, I don't.
You know? Really?
No, I don't.
Man, we're just agreeing on about everything tonight, huh?
No, I don't think I know.
100% sense satisfaction on the dick. Smells like locker room at your local YMCA.
I mean,
That's,
it's me like sitting doing a split. This is
Yeah.
Oh my god.
interesting.
Then that you should put that up in your car. Don't. Don't. Let
No,
Mark
that was
have it.
yours.
No.
I don't want it.
That one was sent, I believe, for you.
Yes, it was.
That is
It
for
was sent for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mark, hammer a penis gummy real quick.
She can have the whole thing.
Why don't you have one? Try it.
We'll pass the penis gummies around.
There you go.
No
I
one's
like the
eating
red
penis
flavor.
gummies. No one's eating that. I have a question.
Even if
'cause
they were weed penis gummies.
I had a chocolate THC cocoa bean thing
Oh, dear.
over the weekend. So I did one. It was 5. I did 2. And it was 10.
Not
and I'm going,
one, not
I'll
two,
go, I'll
not
go one
three,
more.
not
And
four.
then, man, Sunday was like, that was like a rough one after that.
That was my Saturday.
That was, but that was, I enjoy those. I like that. And it's not bad because it's mellow, it's mild. There's usually no hangover. You know, it's all right. It was all right. I'm not sure. So let me ask you something, and I'll start with Laura, because Matt and I were talking earlier today, and I'm wondering how would you define a friend versus an acquaintance? Friend versus an acquaintance.
An acquaintance is someone that you just know from passing. A friend is someone who you would text.
Someone you would
Like,
text.
Yeah, that you would actually want to hang out with.
Somebody you'd want to hang out with.
I text a lot of acquaintances. I don't have any friends. I don't have any friends. Most of my people.
How would you
acquaintances.
define a friend then?
Someone in the small circle.
In a small circle.
Yeah.
Someone who you can kind of rely on.
Yeah. But acquaintances are everybody else.
I feel like I do text acquaintances,
Yeah.
but if I'm
It's just a weird thing because I was thinking about
that it's a friend that I'm spending my
time with.
free time with.
Because
Yeah.
I was thinking about this because I go, boy, as you get older, who your friends are become less and less. And mostly that's because you're in a relationship. You spend most of your time with a significant other. You would probably call them your best friend. A lot of people do. And
Twice.
no, but I'm just saying, like,
No.
but a lot of people do. And so that, and that makes sense. But, you know, if you found yourself all of a sudden single, you're spending a lot of time alone because most people your age are in relationships and with somebody. So that friend circle becomes a little tighter and a little smaller. Would you do the same? Would you say the same thing? Kinda?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I always think, like, I don't know. So what about, like, the fair weather friend? Like, this is where, or let me ask this. How did you know when someone was a friend? What was it that they did that made you go? Because every relationship starts out like you get to know somebody, you're hanging out, you know, maybe you see them at a couple different parties, maybe all of a sudden they say, hey, join us for this, and the next thing you know, you've kind of got this budding friendship with somebody.
I feel like if there's someone who you want to be around and normally you're bringing a friend into an existing friend group already.
Right.
So if you find someone who you think fits that group, that's sort of how you can tell you're going to be a friend. It could be a fair weather friend if you have someone and you're like, okay, I like this person, but they're not going to mingle with some of
They're
my
like a
other
free
close
trial
friends.
subscription.
Yeah.
They give you all their best features up front, and then when push comes to shove, they start
But then,
charging
yeah.
you for shit. You know what I'm saying?
Friendship
like
takes effort too.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it does.
yeah.
It does.
So
That's true.
Do you exclude people if you know they're not going to fit with your core group?
no, I want to exclude someone, but I have some friends in one group that don't get along with other friends, and
Okay.
so I will do things separately.
Yeah.
Or as you have met a friend, you have heard about a friend.
Yes.
She causes a lot of drama.
Yeah.
So when I am in bigger group outings, I do not include her because I don't want to have to babysit. I'm not responsible for
Yeah.
other friends. I like to bring in people who you can like hang out with them, then leave them for a few minutes, and they're self-sufficient. They can talk to other
Is there a
people.
difference between like women and their friends and men and their friends? I feel like with guys, I could not talk to one of my buddies even from college. We could go a year, 2 years, and then you meet up and it's like you never missed a beat. And I don't know. I guess that's not really an in-depth friendship, but I was there. Like if something happened, a parent passed away or whatever, certainly you showed up and you did the thing. But other than that, you kind of get caught up in life. But I still think that person's a friend,
Yeah.
even though there's a little more distance in there. When have you learned who your friends are? Have
Divorce.
you divorce?
No, divorce for sure. Yeah.
Divorce for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you learn who your friends are. When the shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Who's standing? Who's there?
Did any of you lose friends with divorce?
Yeah.
Were they choosing sides, or was it just cutting bait and getting out?
Rumors.
If I did, I don't
Yeah.
know.
People like to start rumors.
I have no
I mean,
idea.
I don't miss them.
I didn't know.
Some of the people that you lost might have been a good thing. And
Yes, probably.
yeah.
Probably.
Sorry.
I can't say that that's wrong. No, that's probably true. Because sometimes I go, like, are we expecting too much from friends as adults? I don't know. Because sometimes, you feel like you're including them in everything, and then all of a sudden, shit's get shifty.
How did this come up? What were you guys talking about that this came up?
I saw something Matt had posted, and I just was curious. So he and I talked about it, and we were just talking about friends. And I think as adults, as guys, it's different. And sometimes you're including people in things, and then all of a sudden, when I don't know, they're either not included or it's not a free ride this time. Like, I can't pay for all the ticket, whatever. They're out, they disappear. Or if you find yourself in a tough situation, there's no one around.
I think there's
Is that
some-
fair? Am I making?
there was
saying
two
something
guys
bad?
this weekend that came in, and one guy I grew up with. We were best friends in school. We got out of high school. I bent over backwards to help him out. He needed a loan. He needed this. I did it all. Then the other friend I haven't talked to very much in probably 3 years. He got a girlfriend, disappeared. But again, same idea.
You pick
Loaned
right
him
up.
money, did everything.
Oh.
We picked all up. But now it's like, damn, when there's a time where you might need something, you can't count on those people. And I know those are the two guys I definitely cannot count on.
So
That's
I
disappointing.
saw
Yeah,
your
that's
post. I
sad.
told
No
you I've
different
been
than-
busy. I've been sick. I'll be back.
My brother-in-law is a perfect example. I loaned him the money for his engagement ring. Has not stepped foot in that restaurant one time.
Well, there's reasons behind that, but
Oh, there is, but she doesn't work there anymore.
I know he just is.
He cheated on his fiance with one of the girls that worked for me. She doesn't work there anymore, so he's embarrassed by the fact that he got caught.
I mean, it's a different. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, but
I don't know how that's the restaurant's fault.
well, I don't know how. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
nobody gives a shit anymore.
No one should.
It's a different. Everything's different now, so no one gives a shit.
So this has got to make all the holidays very.
Well, not
I don't
really.
really see them anymore.
You
so
know?
it's okay. No.
I see him.
Did he pay you back for the ring?
Yeah, it took him a long ass time.
Okay.
He was supposed to pay it off in 3 months. It took like a year.
Okay.
Okay.
I think there's like a maturity in the friendships too, because the feeling of being excluded. If I go out with some of my friends, I hate if I get an Instagram message or a text message from someone who is like, "Well, why wasn't I invited?" Like, it
Why would you
happens a
ask that?
lot.
Why? Yeah, but why would you ask that? Oh, God forbid they come back with a really good answer like nobody likes you, or
it's just-
you're annoying,
Yeah.
or you never. We all split the bill, but you only want to pay for what you ate, kind of thing, and that's not our. I mean, those uncomfortable things. What if you came back with an honest answer? Have you ever?
No, I do come back with honest answers. And normally it's just like, hey, look, it was a situation that I thought that I really wanted to do with these two friends. I didn't want it to be a big group thing. I wanted more of that small quality time with someone or going to a concert. Like I went to the Journey concert the other day.
Right.
And I just went with two girlfriends and another one of them was like, well, why wasn't I invited? And it's like, I mean, we kept it like a small little, just the three of us.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I can understand, I guess, feeling like you were left out, FOMO. But that seems ballsy to ask.
Yeah.
I think it
Like,
happens
I
a
would
lot,
be
More
too.
female than male. Right?
Yeah, man, I don't think guys.
Give a fuck.
Some guys probably go, "Whoo, thank God, I
said-
had shit to do that."
I said to Matt one time, I go, what? Don't invite me anywhere. I wouldn't have gone, but you still could have invited me.
Yeah, well, that's a little different. Have you ever had to confront a friend over something like that? Like confront a friend
did.
about you did?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. I don't know, because sometimes like we think of breakups, the fiance, the whatever happens, right? Marriages, your husband, well, okay, all that. But do you ever have a breakup with a friendship? And I
did.
feel like that's
I mean,
more like a female thing. I feel like guys just let it fizzle
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Just fizzle out.
I,
And then if the person shows up, you're just either cold to them or you just ignore them,
Right.
right? That seems like the guy
That's what
way
we
to.
do.
That
Yeah.
seems
I
like the
truly-
guy
I-
way
Just
to
move the
handle
fuck
it.
on.
Yes,
Yeah.
just move the fuck on. 100%.
I think it depends on how deep your friendship is.
Well, I always think that women have a higher emotional IQ than men,
Yeah.
and that the term closure, I very rarely. I'm not going to say it's never happened because I don't know, but very rarely do men say, "I need closure." I just don't, and I think women usually do say that, and I do. I think you have a higher emotional IQ than men. Because most of us are like, fuck it.
yeah.
And we don't, and guys won't talk about like, hey,
Women
it's
can
really
be
bugging me.
brutally honest at times too.
To each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
What's the meanest thing a friend ever said to you? Oh, come on. If
I
somebody
can't
said
think of
something mean,
anything.
there is no way it's not seared in the frontal cortex of your brain.
I can't think of things that people have
I'm perfect.
said.
Nobody ever says anything
no,
mean about
but
me.
I know that
Lollipop?
there were people that spread rumors about me shortly after I split up with my
Husband?
Yeah.
Did
I
you
had-
confront somebody on those rumors?
I did.
Why?
Because they were in my house. So one of my neighbors
Okay.
said very shortly after and started a rumor that there were different cars in my driveway all the time.
Oh.
That
Were-
was
were there?
Huh?
Were there?
They were my female friends. Like I wasn't dating for a while, but like one of my best friends who also was going through a divorce got a different vehicle. It was
Yeah.
an unknown vehicle. Like
So
my
why
neighbor
would
was
this neighbor
close.
be sticking their nose in there anyway? Why don't you
Because
mind
they
your own
told one
goddamn...
of my ex-husband's coworkers.
Yeah, but why
who
would they
told
do
another
that?
One. So then she came over to my house for my son's birthday party, and I confronted her in front of everyone, and it turned into a blow-up fight. And
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
But
What
I was like,
happened?
don't
now
say
this is
shit
this
about
is
me.
this is Real Housewives
Don't
of
say shit
Webster.
about me
I know. I was
when
gonna say,
you're
where in the
in
east
my
side do you
home.
live?
Oh, this is Real Housewives
There's no
of
doubt this is
Webster.
east side.
Did you make her leave?
We didn't talk for like 2 years.
Where
And now
on
we're
the
friends
east
again.
side do you live?
But like, I'm not gonna let you spread rumors about me that are untrue.
Are you speak now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you kick her the hell out of your
Here's
house?
the thing that I don't
Huh?
understand
Kick
is
her out?
what don't you have?
Did I
Don't
what?
we
Kick
all
her out?
have?
No, it was at my son's birthday party. I caused.
Don't we all have enough going on in our own lives that we don't need to go looking and sticking our nose into somebody else's shit?
Yeah, but there's always you call me a shit stirrer all the time. There's always a shit stirrer.
No,
People
There's-
love drama.
but
People like the shit stir.
okay, but shit stirring here by telling Matt you got fired and you weren't coming in that
But
night.
I'm
he
not
comes
just
in.
saying I shit stir here. I
That's-
shit stir outside
Yeah,
here.
but
You
you-
shit stir outside of here.
No, a little bit, but I wouldn't
Oh,
go.
bullshit.
I would never. I honestly got if my neighbor got divorced and I saw and the wife still had the house and he had moved out and I saw a bunch of different cars in there, I may say something to my wife if I'm married. But I'm not going to him going, hey, man, a whole lot of cars going in. She's pulling a train. I just wouldn't do it. It's none of my business.
No,
it's
he
none of my
said
business.
Something to my ex's coworker.
Yes,
who
yes.
Said something to
yes.
another
Of
coworker.
course,
who
because
got back
people
to
like
me.
to gossip.
I would probably
and
say it to
talk.
another neighbor.
We
Yeah.
all like to talk. I mean,
Yep.
that's where how many times have Mark and I in radio gone, hey man, you could tell nobody.
Oh yeah.
Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody.
Right? Do we not all do
Yeah,
that? And
that
then
was-
and shit gets around. And
And
the
that-
thing is, it just proves my theory that we never grow up. We just grow old.
Yeah.
Right? We stay kind of that way. And that's sort of the way we handle it and stuff. I'm sorry to hear that with your stuff.
Yeah.
And I hope I didn't push. I wasn't.
No.
I just was an interesting thing. And I go, when you look at, because to me, there's only love and fear is really, as I get older, you realize in the world it's love and fear. And a lot of times when people are mean to you or all of a sudden disappear, it's because they're scared of something. It's just hard to have to deal with that because it's a very human thing. It's a hard thing to have to deal with.
You
That's
just slap somebody around. We'll do it. Will you just slap somebody around? We'll take care of it.
that doesn't seem like his style.
I really don't miss him, to be honest with you.
Well, I don't know.
Dead weight.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dead weight. Yeah. Well, look, if somebody wants to be in your life, they're going to make time to be in your life. That's the
Absolutely.
thing. And I've said for a long time, and I try to even say this to my kids, if someone, the best gift you can give anybody, I believe, is your time. And the only reason is none of us know how long we got. So we're choosing to spend it with somebody because we enjoy them, especially a friend. You choose friend. Family, you're kind of stuck with.
That's why I give you that gift 3 times a week.
See? Exactly. It's a gift 3 times a week.
I'm a gift.
It's a gift. It's a gift with everybody. The fact that anybody wants to be sitting here, it's a gift. I kind of, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. And, friendships have their ups and downs, and that's the way it goes. Should we ask, I don't know whether to bring this up on the podcast or not,
Fine.
because it came up, and I just because
You are so naive.
my friends,
the way it was-
my friends live in some fucking fantasy.
No.
Oh, Mark,
The way it was presented to me.
You are the most naive person I've ever met in my whole entire life.
Me and
How is
Mark
that
never
possible?
agree on
You are.
anything.
You are. When we were talking about my past and stuff like that, you were just like, "Oh my god, I didn't know that happened." Like you
what that you paid people?
Snowballing?
Wait, I don't want to.
Yeah, you got
Whatever
watch.
you did,
Right.
we've talked about in the past. You can go back
Well,
and
when
back
it first started and stuff.
Well, I
like
didn't
that.
know that there would be people that would be willing to do that.
Well, you don't know that maybe there's. See, that's what I'm saying though. You're like, that's not happening with Laura.
I'm
and
not
it
saying
totally
that it's
is.
not happening.
Guys can be dirtbags.
All right.
I mean, it sounds like something I would totally do.
That's great. You know what? Let's take a moment and we'll come back and we'll hear the story and everybody can decide if I was naive or not. And I have a defense. Because I look at things, I think, a little differently than you because you're single and horny.
I'm not
He
saying-
looks
I'm
at it
sorry.
through high end.
That's right. I forgive
I
me.
was almost single.
Oh, yeah, and we got to get that story, too.
Yeah.
We got to hear how that happened. How could you... Anyway, we'll get to all that
No,
next.
because I'm a dickhead.
Really? No
defense to that one.
But first, BTB Woodfire Pizza and Grill in the mall at Grease Ridge. Kevin, for the second week in a row, you got the
The chopped chicken sandwich.
sandwich. That looks so good.
It's-
Is that jalapeno peppers on
They're
there?
banana peppers.
Oh, banana peppers.
It's so
Man.
big. It's so big you got to eat it with a fork. You can't just pick this thing up.
I'm
and-
eating the chicken off of it.
So did I get the... Laura got the wedge salad, and I got...
You got the spinach and mushroom pasta bread bowl.
I got peanuts.
I didn't even see
Peanuts
that.
on these
I didn't
are
even
just
see that on the special.
yeah.
It's on the specials menu.
Yeah.
You
One of the
gotta look
entrees.
deep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, because I saw the chicken Caesar pasta bowl.
That was,
That's good.
That was last month.
Almost.
That was that February.
Was
I
it
thought
this month?
that was
That's
this month.
guess it
Almost,
is
almost
this
one
month.
of that for you tonight too.
Yeah, because I love the bread bowl idea.
This is the last week.
Yeah, I know it's the last week, so get in there and get it. The chili in the bread bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to get some windy days the next couple of days, like 45-mile-an-hour winds.
Thursday's gonna be 28 degrees.
Yeah.
Last day. There
So
you
I
go.
shouldn't take the
Last
water
day,
off my
come out
pool
and
then, I guess.
get the chili in the bread. What's that?
I said I shouldn't take the water off my pool tomorrow. Then I guess.
No, no, chili in a bread bowl. I think it'd be it's a delicious. And if you've been unlucky in love this month, BTB has the love potion. You go in there. What?
What are you looking at me for?
One of my friends is
He's totally looking at me when he's doing this. He's like looking.
Mark needed a little love potion this weekend.
Yes, he did. But the love potion, I'm just thinking if you had enough of those, you could get a little more courageous. Maybe you would go up and ask somebody out if you saw them at BTB, or maybe you would pick up your phone while you're sitting at BTB and call them and ask them to meet you for a drink or something. Because you had the love potion, you get a little more confidence.
Oh,
now.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got Bacardi, coconut cream, pineapple juice. May give you the confidence.
Maybe.
It's all BTB Wood Fire Pizza
Or a
and Grill.
hangover the next day.
Hey, hey, by the way, March coming up quick, and March Madness.
Sir.
Great place to watch March Madness
absolutely.
over the
Cannot
50
wait.
TVs.
110%.
Yeah.
We should go and do the
Right?
new eating
I will
challenge.
I will even say this over football. The March Madness, that whole weekend is like that whole is
The
fantastic.
whole 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best tournament in sports.
It is the best tournament in sports. That I agree with. I'm wondering, I should bring up something that I haven't investigated fully, but some people are saying they think that the athletes should start being put under contract because it's almost the inability to coach and recruit because guys are transferring out of programs
Portal's terrible.
Yep.
and not
because they're getting
talking
paid now.
and not talking to coaches. So the coach thinks, hey, I got my center, I got this, and all of a sudden my center's gone. Right? Or take any sport, whatever. I'm talking basketball, but they're saying they should be under contract. Anyway, that's a discussion for another time. BTB is the discussion right now. BTB Wood-Fired Pizza and Grill in the mall at Grease Ridge. It is so much more than wood-fired pizza and a great place to watch as you're making your plans for for March Madness. We will take.
You still got room for cornhole on Mondays? You're still looking for people for that? Because that looks awesome.
Still got, yeah. I think
That
we
looks
got two
fun to
openings
do.
left. 2 openings left. Starts next week.
Really?
If I didn't have a podcast to do, I'd be out there.
Yeah.
I love cornhole.
Gift of
I know you do,
time.
and you're very good.
I'll bring Greg.
And
I'll teach him how to play.
And some kids just won a scholarship.
Yeah, I saw that.
to school because of cornhole. It's all happening at BTB Woodfire Pizza and Grill in the mall at Grease Ridge.